What's up, guys? I'm just about to do my hand history review for the challenge that you guys have, the 5 video challenge. And first, I just want to say thanks for watching my videos. This is the first ever like hand history review I've ever done on camera. I'm actually still kind of like trying to get over the hump of getting used to talking to people that aren't even here, but I don't know how you guys do it so easy. But and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do like a live hand where I'm playing like in a casino and then review that later. I decided that I'm just gonna play like a few sessions online and try to find a hand that I wanted to review. So that's what I did. I have pocket threes in the small blind, and this dude raises it up under the gun. He makes it $5 to go, and it's folded around to me. I would say that if somebody else 3-bet it, I would just get away from it. I wouldn't even flat there, but nobody 3-bets, so it's an easy call pre-flop to see if I can hit my set or just play it from there. So that's what I do, and we just go heads up to the flop. So the flop comes like really low, uh, connected board, obviously. It's a board that I want to continue on, but instead of like just check calling, I'd rather like lead into them. Uh, it's just a strategy that I have. I mean, I could get into a lot of specifics on like why I prefer betting over calling. But yeah, I'm just rambling on, so I'm just gonna go here. So I bet 285, and sure enough, he does exactly what I want him to do. Instead of him just c betting like 7 or 5 or whatever the hell he was gonna pick, I get to choose my price, and it also gives me information that he probably doesn't have an overpair because most people are gonna re-raise me in this spot. So the turn comes a king, which could easily connect with him. I put him on that top like high card range, so this could have hit him if he floated me with like a king queen or an ace king or something like that. So I really have no information right now whether that card hit him or that he has me beat already before that. So I'm just gonna stick with my strategy. Like I like donk leading for like super small amounts and then reevaluating like um, later if they do something. I know a lot of people would probably like question my style and be like, "Why is this dude, betting into him? Because what's he gonna do if he gets raised and all that stuff?" Um, it's hard to explain like right now, like my whole thought process behind like why I do this, but a lot of times it doesn't make sense for people to raise. A lot of times bad players are going to just flat even if they hit the king, and I can still get to a river and I might actually make the hand. Um, and the biggest thing for me is that if I check to him and he goes ahead and bets like $13 here or like $10, it's going to put me in a tough spot to call, and also like really like what is he representing anyway? I there's a chance that I could be doing this with a monster here, so he can't really risk just like raising a king and then getting blown off his hand if I re-raise with like 6-8 or like a set or something. Like what if I'm just that tricky player that actually does this with a monster hand? They don't know. So that's why I like to pick my price again, and I prefer this strategy over check calling. Now you might ask, uh, what do I do if he raises here? And it's tough to say. Like, like I had to just like figure that out in the moment. I guess it should actually be easier for me to say like now that I'm like going over the hand, but it all depends. Like, what size does he pick? Um, do I believe him? Like, what does my gut instincts play? I play a lot on instincts. Like a little history. Like I used to do a ton of tables, playing tournaments and stuff. I had like boatloads of tables open. I never use a HUD. I always go like off of feel, betting patterns and stuff. I mean, I can get into like a bunch of stuff, but Like I would just have to go with my gut in the moment, like if he raised me, like, and if I think he's full of shit or not, right? So he goes ahead and calls, and the turn brings an 8. I mean, the river brings an 8. So this is the spot where uh, I don't like betting into him, because now my line would just kind of announce to him that I'm representing like a 6 here, because really, like, what else am I doing besides betting for getting value off of, except for like a 6 or maybe like a set. um and and also, it's a safe card to check and just get to showdown, because like most players are not going to bet because they're worried about the 6. Like, what if I'm trapping with a 6, or I just going to check call with like a hand like 2 pair, like there's a lot of 2 pair combos that I can have, or sets, that just like want to get to showdown or whatever. So I feel like it's safe to check right here, just because like he's only gonna most likely bet if he has a 6. Anyway, so I went ahead and checked it. Bet here just seems so fishy. Like, why would he bet anything that doesn't have a 6 in it? So, and I never put him on a 6 anyway. So I went ahead and I made the call, and sure enough, I was right. It's a tough call. I'm not gonna say it was an easy call. He could be bluffing with worse hands, but I feel like if he had a better hand, he probably would have just checked it back, and realized his showdown value. So it just made no sense that he had me beat here. I thought about raising in the moment, but I was like, just weighing my options. Like, should I raise this guy, like right here, and just in case he is bluffing me with a better hand? I don't put him on a 6, so maybe I should try to push off those hands. But then I was like, if he had any of those hands, he's gonna just check back and take his showdown value. Like, if he did have a pair of 9s or a pair of 10s the whole way, like, and he just had the better hand, he would never bet those. So for me, it was an easy call. I just didn't think he had me beat. There's gonna be some times where I'm wrong here, and he just shows up with something weird that I'm not expecting. Like, for example, a 6. Just in this spot, like, more often than not, I'm not gonna like try and say like, I'm right all the time, but more often than not, it just makes no sense in this spot. Like, if I had this situation again, more often than not, it's a bluff on the river. Maybe I should talk about how I think he should have played it. I think he played it kind of soft. If I was in his spot, I probably would have raised over my donk bet, like, on the flop, if he was going to continue. I don't like his flatting the whole way and then betting the river. It just made no sense. His line just didn't make any sense. I'm going to probably think about some stuff that I should have added. But, yep, hope you guys like it. And thanks again for the opportunity to compete for the Caribbean package and shit. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.